Hi guys, so as you may be able to tell by my pretty green Lennon glasses, I've heard the news of, once again, of OASIS Reunion, rumours swirling about yet again. I know we've heard this 1,000 times, but I think it's more concrete. I think there's many more sources than usual commentating on this. And apparently Liam Gallagher has been tweeting like see you at the front and stuff like that, so it seems more plausible this time that is going to happen. And apparently there's like 50 million on the table to do it, according to one source, and it's a perfect time since Noel Gallagher has split up with Sarah McDonald, so they're still going through that kind of divorce process apparently. Yeah, so it's exciting. It's really weird because I was literally just talking about Britpop in my last video. I got that book that was inspired by the Britpop Buzz channel, the Decades book, and I think it'd be really fucking good if Oasis get back together. I think it's the lift that the country needs at the moment, especially for the working classes. Just, you know, the last 14 years of drivel, of the laissez-faire politics of the Conservatives, and now the harsh iron fist approach of Keir Starmer. It's just not sending good vibes around the country at the moment. So yeah, I reckon it'd be really good to get this sort of Britpop reunion going on, and Oasis are obviously the number one in that. And you know, they've got a massive wall of sound, which I like, because that whole sort of 90s wall of sound thing, it comes straight from shoegazing. And you know, so they still got that big connection of the big wall of sound and stuff. So yeah, I mean, Liam Gallagher is headlining Reading Festival tonight, so they're expecting him to drop a few more hints as well in between songs or at the end. And yeah, it's really weird timing. I was just speaking about Britpop, and David from the Britpop Buzz kind of reignited my passion for it, and yeah, here we are. Like, this happens quite a lot in my life. Like, I talk about something and then suddenly it ends up being big news. Like that Pale Saints thing, wasn't it? I was talking about Pale Saints, the band, and I mean, well, this is more of a morbid note, but and then Graham Naismith was declared deceased. So, well, that was more of a morbid kind of surprise, but this one's more of a happy surprise. But yeah, I wonder, the lineup will be obviously Noel and Liam. It's never Oasis without one of them. So it's going to be those two. And I guess it doesn't really matter what the rest is, really. You know, like, I think Bonehead will be, he's the third most important member. After the two brothers, Bonehead is the next important member, but I wouldn't say it's essential. Like, people aren't gonna, if Bonehead isn't there, like, people aren't gonna be like, oh, I'm not going to this, just because Bonehead isn't there. But I think Bonehead would be like much better. It would be a lot better if he is there, just because of the whole kind of, you know, the bald man playing guitar. Like, I think he was relatable, and it's just added a bit of humour in a sense, the fact that he was just this bold bloke playing bar chords, and which is a bit unfair actually. I think he did a lot more than that. I mean, a lot of his he did a lot of passing chords, which is like when you play like slash chords, like chords with like a different, and then you alternate the root of that chord. That's a slash chord. So he did do like clever little inflections, little embellishments that a lot of people actually miss. Bonehead, he was actually the theory guy of the band. according to certain autobiographies. So Bonehead would be great, and I think obviously Gem Archer, the rhythm guitarist in the 2000s, I think he will be there as well, and I think they'll do a three-pronged attack. I think it'd be Noel, Gem, and Bonehead all playing guitars, so 3 guitars, and Noel doing like most of the soloing, like lead playing, but then I reckon Gem would do some as well, but a lot of the time it'd be Gem and Bonehead doing the big rhythm chords together, just to kind of flesh out that sound and really recapture that Mark Coyle / Owen Morris 90s wall of sound. I think that'd be great if they can get the 3 guitars just cooked up like that. And they need Mark Coyle, their old live sound engineer, because that was what that's what saved that album basically in the production process. They had to get Mark Coyle to their live sound engineer, a Welshman. I think he was mates with Owen Morris. That's how they kind of knew about him and stuff. No, I think Mark Coyle recommended Owen Morris, and Owen Morris was the guy who mixed it and basically saved the record and saved their career after the Sawmill sessions. And they need Mark Coyle back to give them that big wide sound, that Creation Records kind of feel. Obviously Creation Records, another shoegazy connection there, because lots of the good bands were on that label. And I think that I don't think Andy Bell, hopefully he won't be I hope that he won't be recalled for bass duties, because he's doing really well with Ride, and I don't think he will, because he was in Oasis in the 2000s, and then he did BDI. He was in with BDI, so I don't think he's going to miss it. I think he's quite happy to get back with Ride, where he's got a lot more creative ability. You know, he's able to write songs, he's able to play guitar, he's able to do vocals. He is the joint front man with Mark Gardner in Ride, so I can't see Andy doing it. You know, he's already made the money, hasn't he, in the 2000s. He was with them for 9 years, 2000 until 2009. So it's like he doesn't need the money. He's already kind of made that, and he's already had the experience with Oasis and with Liam in BDI. So I can't see Andy getting back. I think maybe even Manny from the Stone Roses might be on bass. If not, it'd be the High Flying Birds bassist, Stacey, I think his name is. But yeah, I mean, they've got lots of options, because obviously you get the Noel Gallagher band, you get the Liam band, so they've got loads of options for players there, you know, so they're never going to be short of ideas. I think the real problem is going to be who they select out of that group. There's going to be a lot of, you know, disappointed players probably who are not going to get the chance. So there's going to be some dilemmas to make. And drumming, you would think that Chris Sharrock is probably in pole position for that. Alan White, their drummer from What's the Story, Morning Glory, all the way to Heathen Chemistry, and then he had that really mysterious disappearance after Heathen Chemistry, like 2003 time. And but he's still very much drumming at home to Oasis songs, because we know that because he's posted stuff on, I don't know, TikTok or YouTube of him drumming along, saying that great tune this, great tune that. So Alan White, you know, apparently he's got an elbow injury though. That's what Ben told me, so that would definitely rule him out if that's the case. But he's definitely got the passion for Oasis still. Then you got Zach Starkey, and I don't know, isn't he doing stuff with the Who still? But I don't know about Zach Starkey, because he was only like in it, wasn't he, for like one album, the Don't Believe the Truth album. So, you know, I can't imagine, you know, he's only a one album dude, isn't he? So he's not completely essential to the Oasis story, really. Even though he is Ringo Starr's son, so he's definitely got the star factor to him. Star factor, get it? That was corny as hell. But yeah, I mean, definitely won't be Tony McCarroll and Grigsby. There won't be those guys because they're like totally out of music. And obviously, Tony McCarroll actually sued Oasis, didn't he, in the 2000s, and about being kicked out of the band. And I think he won the court case and stuff. And Grigsby just like he did like a Chris Novoselic and basically just went into like gardening or farming, like something really sad like that. Well, not sad, but just something really un-rock star like. So yeah, that my guess would be Liam, Noel, Bonehead, Gem. So Liam fronting, and then Noel, Gem, and Bonehead all on guitars, making that big wall of sound, 90s style Oasis. And they can do that for the 2000 songs as well. It would still translate to Hindu Times and Lila and The Shock of Lightning. All of them are kind of wall of sound kind of songs anyway. So they'll be right for the 2000s tunes as well. Yeah, that's it then. And I guess the set list will be, kind of all the usual songs there and a couple of B-sides thrown in. So yeah, bring it on, Oasis Reunion 2024. I think this is what we've been looking for, definitely. And I do think it's happening this time, because if it doesn't happen now, it's never going to happen. Mad for it.